Welcome back. Never thought you'd see this face again, did you? That's a lie. It hasn't even been that long. We are going into The Sims 4 again because I really did fall in love with recreating fine art in The Sims 4. Today, we are doing one that I'm very excited for. It is called Salome. Salome is oil on canvas. It was debuted in the Paris Salon of 1870 by a man that I am going to pronounce his name correctly the first time, Henri Regnault. There's a lot of background behind the character, but the painting itself just doesn't have a lot that I found, except that at the time in Paris in 1870, people were obsessed with yellow. And so, as you can see, this painting has just a touch of yellow in it. The thing about Henri is he was, I believe, either 26 or 27 at the time. And just months after this debuted, he actually ended up getting killed in the Franco-Prussian War at 27 years old, which is very unfortunate because he was actually extremely popular for decades and decades after his death. Like, people talked about this painting for years and years. So Salome, which is the namesake of this painting, is actually a biblical figure. She was in the New Testament. I believe the passages, or God, whatever you call those, is Mark 6:20 through 6:29. If you want to look that up, I don't know why you would. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this, but I'm gonna let you know a little bit more about her, and specifically about her mom as we go, because her mom is a really big portion of this story. She plays a really big role, and not in the best ways. Oh God, there's a FedEx truck outside. I have my blinds open so I can have some natural light in here, and my anxiety is through the roof right now. So as you can see in this painting, she has some big hair. I love it. Beautiful flowing dress. It's golden. So I'm just gonna go in and start making her face. So her mother's name was Herodias, and she was originally married to a man called Herod without land, which, if that doesn't spell disaster, I don't know what does. So Herod Antipas, which was Herod without land's brother, ended up falling in love with Herodias. They're all named a variation of Herod for some reason. It never really explains that. So Herod Antipas falls in love with Herodias, but Herodias is married to his brother, and Herod Antipas is married to someone as well. They're like, okay, that's fine. They just divorce their partners and marry each other, which the thing is, they were working under, like, Jewish law. Oh, there's the FedEx truck. She had to have seen me through the window. I'm just hiding. So anyway, it was forbidden for a man to marry his brother's divorced wife. That's not how that... Okay. It was forbidden for a man to marry a woman who had just divorced his brother. So a lot of people were actually really angry. Like, they actually had, like, a revolt on their hands. See, the thing you need to know about Herodias is she was a very ambitious woman. Herod Antipas apparently just plain old fell in love with her. But for Herodias, it was purely an ambitious marriage. Antipas was the ruler of Galilee and Perea, whereas her first husband literally was called Herod without land. She needed a little bit of an upgrade in life. Oh my goodness, get that makeup off of her. What is that? So anyway, there was like a revolt because you just didn't do that. You didn't marry your brother's ex-wife. And the leader of that revolt was actually John the Baptist. So Herodias ended up kind of talking Herod Antipas into putting John the Baptist in jail. So he sat in jail for a while. This is where Salome comes in. She's Herodias' daughter, and she's the stepdaughter of Herod Antipas. And so it's Herod Antipas' birthday, and they're having a big party. You know, they're living it up, as you do when you own a bunch of land. She ends up dancing for Herod Antipas. It's such a good dance that Herod Antipas is like, take my money, take whatever you want, ask and I shall give to you. I'll give you half my kingdom if you want. That was such a good dance. Salome, who apparently didn't want her wish for some reason, went to her mom, Herodias, and was like, hey, I have just been given this all-powerful wish, pretty much. What should I do with it? And her mom says, ask him to bring you the head of John the Baptist. And remember, John the Baptist is the one who led that revolt against them because they weren't supposed to marry. Salome, for some reason, is like, okay, yeah, I'll do that for you, even though that doesn't do anything for me. Goes to her stepfather and says, bring me the head of John the Baptist. See, the thing about Herod Antipas is, even though he imprisoned John the Baptist, he kind of liked the guy. Like, he thought that he was very honest and, you know, very honorable. So he was pretty saddened by this, but he was like, well, I did tell her anything, didn't I? And so they went to where he was imprisoned and beheaded him. They take the head of John the Baptist, they put it on this beautiful platter, and they bring it to Salome, who, may I remind you, she's pretty young at this point. She just, like, did a little dance, and now a head is being brought to her. And she probably has no idea why. And so she just gives it to her mom. And her mom is like, yes, you have done well, my child. And that's where the story ends. That's the end of the story. Like, I looked and I couldn't find really any more to that story. It was just like a cautionary tale. And the cautionary tale was supposed to be to help women stay virtuous and not dance for men and stuff like that. But when really the moral of the story should be, if you get one wish, don't ask somebody what you should wish for. Get like a house or something. He offered half his kingdom, and you go to your mom. Your mom says, give me the head of this guy who's been after us. And you say, okay? No, that's just, the moral of the story is don't be stupid. Get what you want and get out. Okay, so anyway, that's literally all of the story I have. So that's who this painting is Salome, right after the dance. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with this shirt. I have no idea for the pants. That's kind of pretty. Ooh, she has an armband. She has one of these little things. Alright, I gotta find a shirt that shows that off. That looks really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that. Salome. I'm just gonna say Herod. It's probably like Herod Salome or something, or like Herodias Salome. I don't know. I don't know how names go for that. Okay, so aspiration. You know what? She is not her mother. She can be a musical genius. I'd say she's cheerful, creative, and a music lover. So this one's going to be a little bit easier when it comes to a location. It can literally be anywhere, considering it's in a room. So we're going to go ahead and build that room. And I doubt we're going to get enough light coming in through windows or fluorescent bulbs, so I'm just going to delete that roof. We're going to be working on this wall right here. It looks like she's set up in front of, it almost looks like golden paper, like a sheet of paper. I think I'm going to go with this one, just the basic standards. But I'm also going to look and see if there's curtains. Yeah. Just to show that little bit of a break. Or just have a bunch of them going through. Let me put her on maybe like a bar stool or something. That works. Now, you cannot see the flooring because there's so many rugs. So we're just going to put down a bunch of rugs. And then we're going to have to find something that looks like animal skin, which is going to be surprising if we can find that. I might go for this one. What am I going to put in the background? Because there's like more blankets and stuff. Maybe like some bath towels. Those are stackable, aren't they? No, it needs to be like a red. I might just have to put a backpack behind her. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a backpack. Believe it or not, I think we're about ready. And now we've just gotta wait. Okay. I think we might have gotten it. Alright. I think we're done. There were a few things I definitely had to make do with, like the backpack, but I kind of like how it turned out. I like how I ended up doing her face. I like how as the day progressed and I did not meet any of her needs, her plumb bob turned slowly yellow to match the curtains. I think that was a nice artistic touch. But yeah, this is the finished product. I've been wanting to put a little bit more backstory behind these. I'm not sure how it's gonna be formatted, but I guess we'll figure that out in post. But yeah, thank you if you watched it. Shout out to that FedEx worker. So sorry. Hit like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. You can follow me for more shenanigans like this, because it's definitely a shenanigan. I'm wanting to do more reviews of special features if I'm able to, but until then I'll be doing more of this. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've learned a lot just looking up backstories behind these, and hopefully I can give you a little crash course on it, even though it was something that I literally learned today. It was really fun doing this one because I felt like the whole time I was just reading gossip. It was a lot of suspense and intrigue. Alright, bye.